How's it going, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the all-new Sandtrooper from Star Wars A New Hope. So I think it's cool that they did a Sandtrooper on the new body for this line, but as far as looks, I think I like the 2013 version better. And of course, the Sandtrooper comes in this box, Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see the Trooper. He comes with an E11 as well as an RT-97C. That's pretty awesome. You have his backpack as well. Over here we have Sandtrooper. He's number 12 in the A New Hope line. And down here we have Star Wars A New Hope. There's the wraparound window on this side of the box. And on that side, you have that picture. I like it. Got a little dewback in the background as well as an Imperial shuttle, or I think that's what that's supposed to be. But the position of the rifle is a little weird. So on the RT-97C, you've got your dual drum magazines right there. The grip is actually way back here, and we can't see his hands anywhere else. So is he holding this weapon like this? And you know, there's a couple of other funny things about this picture. So here we have an ammo pouch on his right side. There's not one on the figure. Okay, that's a little odd. And we have black dots on the belly. Sandtroopers do not have black dots on the belly. So this is accurate. This is not accurate. Who draws these? On the top, you got nothing. And on the bottom, you got the barcode, small print, and logos. And there's the back of the box. You got the same picture that's on the side. You have a short bio in 5 different languages. Again, he's number 12 in the A New Hope line. And then you have some more small print down there. And this bio says, nicknamed Sandtroopers, these stormtroopers are dispatched to desert worlds and wear armor augmented with cooling units, a helmet sand filter, and a survival backpack with extra rations and water. I mean, who doesn't love extra rations and water? All right, I'm going to get this Sandtrooper out of this box, and let's take a look at him, and I'm definitely going to compare him to the 2013 version. Okay, so here's the new Sandtrooper out of the box, and this is a step backwards. I mean, if you compare it to the 2013 version, this one just falls short. Now, it is a trooper, so I'm happy to add it to the shelf. I mean, I don't care if it's a stormtrooper, a clone trooper. I don't care. I love troopers, so I'm still happy to have it. It's just, this one just doesn't look as good to me. Now, the helmets, all the paint is very clean, but I like the color choices on the other helmet better, and I like the shape of the old version better. Okay, but this one does look okay. Now, as far as weathering, you got a little splotch there on his head. That's it. I mean, they didn't really do much. Now, they did change the sheen of this armor to make it look a little flatter and a little sandy, you know, which is okay. The pauldron, it looks good. I'm digging the little stress mark right there for the snap, but I do prefer the orange on the old version. Arms, got some weathering here and there. Yeah, it's just very sporadic. It's not very uniform. Now, you do have a unique abdomen sculpt here, okay, for the Sandtrooper, which is fine. You have a unique belt, and as far as the pouch, there's one on his left side, but not on the right side. It's okay. I mean, the Sandtroopers, they were all a little bit different as far as what they had on their belts, so I'm okay with just one pouch here, but they didn't paint anything on this pouch as far as the little snaps there. Okay, it's just black. And then legs, you've got some weathering on the legs, just kind of here and there, but the back is just super clean. They didn't do anything on the back as far as weathering, which is pretty poor. I mean, it's expected, but it's still pretty poor. It's like he was riding his dewback at top speed and was only getting blasted in the front with sand. Yeah, the back is super clean. Yeah, all right, so there we have it. Again, I'm happy to have it for the shelf, but it's just not as good as the old one. And here, before I go any further, let's just compare the two. So as you see, on the original version, you've got some nice weathering throughout. You've got some paint on here. You've got some paint on the pouches on the side, these little snaps. Okay, they painted those. They painted these. All the weathering looks fantastic. Coming back up to this helmet real quick. This color blue is just so nice, but the weathering is just so uniform. And again, I like this color orange better. And let me take his backpack off, and you can see that they weathered the back, and it's very even. I mean, it looks great. They weathered the back of the helmet. I like these colors better than just the flat gray on the new one. They weathered the back of the legs. Now, yes, this is on the old Stormtrooper body, so this one is going to be a lot more posable, but as far as looks, this one's just hard to beat. And let's take a look at articulation really quick on this one. So you've got good range in the head. Okay, that's not bad at all. Arms up, yeah, they go up very easily. He's got some outstanding butterfly joints. I mean, that's just wacky. And of course, they can rotate around, no problem. You can grab the shoulder bell so it can ride with it. He's got a swivel at the elbow, and then the elbows get way past 90. That's awesome. Swivel at the wrist. You've got a side-to-side hinge on the left hand, and you have an up and down hinge on the right hand. For midsection, some twist. just a touch of crunch, some very good back, and some good side-to-side tilt. For legs, they go all the way up to there. If you rotate the thighs out just a little bit, they go out very far. They go back very far. That's kind of impressive. You do have swivel at the thigh, and then you have knees that get that far. There is a swivel at the knee. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is a unique knee guard right there. Okay, for the Sandtrooper, this is different. So this is accurate. And then feet down, feet up just a little bit, and then swivel at the ankle. All right, so old body and new body. This one, obviously, he's going to look a lot better holding the weapons. It's going to look a little more natural. But again, cosmetically, I like this one better. And as far as accessories, I'll start with the backpack. So it looks pretty good, I think. It's a little smaller than the other one. You do have some very nice sculpted details there. All this in here looks very good. The colors are nice. You have an ammo pouch here that comes up and over his left shoulder. But they did not paint anything here as far as those little snaps. You know, the sculpt is good, and you've got some sculpted details there that look nice. On the strap, that looks cool. It's a nice texture. Got some little buckles there. It looks great, but again, there's no paint, and there's a peg right there to plug it into his back, and there's a little tab right there that actually sits right in here to keep it from rotating, or to sort of keep it from rotating. But there's the backpack, so let's see how it looks on him. All right, so the ammo pouch will go over the shoulder, and that little peg will just go in the hole, and it just kind of snaps in. It's sort of tight. It's not super tight. Now, this ammo pouch sits a little higher compared to the other one, and it's okay. The ammo pouches were at different levels depending on what Sandtrooper you were looking at on screen, so it's okay. I'm not sure which one I like better, but here, let me bring this guy in. And again, so they painted the snaps on the original, okay, and that one sits a little lower compared to the new one. Okay, it's okay. That's no big deal. But the size of the backpacks, here you can see that the old one is much bigger. It's a lot bigger. Now, I don't know which one is more accurate. I mean, these backpacks were big, and they may differ from trooper to trooper, so it's no huge deal. But yeah, that's a noticeable difference in size. But that's what it looks like on him, and I think it looks cool. And as far as weapons, I will start with the E11. It's okay. Now, it does have the extended power pack, which I don't think is accurate to A New Hope. I don't know why they keep doing this. I don't plan on using this weapon with this Sandtrooper. Oh, and something else in my case, this sucker's warped. I've been getting a run of warped weapons lately. It's not surprising, but that's what that looks like, so let's see how it looks in his hands. Okay, so this E11 goes in his hands very well. Here he is just standing at attention, and that looks really good. And here's the blaster down here. It looks nice. Now keep in mind, if you're changing poses, a lot of times the backpack will get a little squirrely, okay? It does rotate just a little bit. It can't go too far because of that little tab, but it does want to move around, so just be aware. But that looks okay. And here he is in a very simple action pose, firing low from the hip with the feet kind of far apart. I think this looks good, and this figure is actually pretty stable as far as standing. The backpack really doesn't add a lot of back weight, so you really don't have to worry about him falling backwards. And of course, being on a newer body, you can get the E11 all the way up here, and this looks fantastic. So like I said, I don't plan on using the E11 with the Sandtrooper. I plan on posing this guy with this RT97C. Man, this looks awesome. It's a cool weapon. Got the dual drum mags. You've got a scope back here. You've got a scope on top. Mine's a little warped. I think the ventilated barrel looks awesome. Yeah, it's a cool weapon, so let's see how he looks holding this thing. And here he is standing at attention with the heavy blaster rifle, and this looks really good. And here he is with the blaster down here, just kind of hanging out. I think this looks nice. And once again, here's a very simple action pose with the feet kind of far apart, firing low from the hip, laying down some suppressive fire. I think this looks awesome. And you can certainly get this weapon all the way up here. Now, the pauldron does kind of block the right arm from going up just a little bit. And when looking to his left, the helmet does kind of run into the ammo pouch, but that's still a pretty good pose. So for the shelf, I've always had the original posed with the DLT-19, just sort of standing in attention. I think this looks good, and as far as the new Sandtrooper, I'll probably just keep the RT-97C in his hand, just at a relaxed stance. This looks pretty good, but one weapon that came with the original is the T-21. And this guy doesn't pose well with this weapon due to the articulation in the elbows and the shape of the left hand. He just doesn't look good with this one. It's an awesome weapon, so let me see how this one looks with the new one. So here he is standing at attention, and this looks pretty good. I mean, the trigger finger doesn't go through the trigger guard just because of the sculpt, so you can just say he's exercising trigger discipline. The elbow bends enough to where you could get the hand right here. I mean, the shape of the hand, it's not going to go around this big barrel shroud right here. But this looks cool. And here's this blaster a little lower. And here he is in a firing pose, firing from the hip. This elbow is outstanding, you know, way back, because this weapon has tremendous recoil. I mean, if you've ever played Battlefront 2 and used the T-21, you know the recoil on this sucker is it's pretty significant. This looks awesome. And of course, you can get it all the way up to the shoulder, no problem. And you can almost recreate this scene here with the Sandtrooper holding the big T-21 in front of him. It's pretty close. I mean, you can't do this with the other Sandtrooper because of the sculpt of the hand, but this is close. Now, in the movie, the thumb was actually going over the top of the weapon. You obviously can't do that with this one, but again, it's pretty close. I do love the T-21, and I'm super impressed with how well the new one holds this one. So I may switch out weapons from time to time, but for now, I'm just going to stick with this one. So let's go stick these two gentlemen on the shelf, and let's see how they look there. And there he is on the shelf, and I think he actually looks really good here. I mean, I'm definitely partial to the old one, but this new one, it's not bad. Now, can you see his back? Hang on. Let me see. If you come from this way, you can see that the back isn't weathered, but that's all right. I'm not going to be standing here that often. But yeah, overall, I think he looks nice there, and I did widen his stance just a bit. I think that looks good. But yeah, two Sandtroopers with two heavy blasters. I like it. So bottom line, it's a trooper, and I'm always happy to add another trooper to the shelf. Now, I don't think this figure is terrible by any means. It just falls short of the original. I mean, this one is just hard to beat. I mean, the weathering is so good throughout. Now, they did thin out on the legs a bit. I will give it that. But the chest and the arms and the helmet, the fact that they did the back, I like this orange better, and I like that they painted all the little snaps. I mean, it's just an awesome figure. This one, it's just not quite there. I mean, the fact that they didn't do anything on the back is just downright silly. They could have painted that. They could have painted this. Yeah. But the articulation is absolutely wonderful on the new one. Okay, that's always a plus. I love this weapon, and I'm super surprised that he holds the T-21 so well. That's just cool. Yeah. Again, I'm happy to have the figure, but just like always, I would love to hear from you all, so comment below and let me know what you think of this new Sandtrooper from Star Wars A New Hope. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos and custom emojis and loyalty badges, and even some exclusive members-only content. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you all so much for watching. See y'all next time.